Hi, this is Mary from Reviewer's Diary, and a fly got in my house, and so now my little dog is chasing it everywhere. Right, Scooter? What are you doing? Okay, so today is a rainy Saturday, so it's not very bright out. I do have some bronzers that I missed, as well as some blush that I missed. So I am going to go ahead and start going through this basket. Some of it's going to go to my daughter. Actually, everything that I'm decluttering will go to her. So it'll be up to her what she wants to do with all this stuff. Some of it is blush that I'm keeping. One is my daughter is taking, so I'll be putting that aside for her. And I had kept it because I would keep it if she didn't want it. But I convinced her to take it. So anyway, she came over last night. Today is a rainy Saturday, very rainy, dim, dark Saturday. I can't go anywhere anyway. I got my boot on, and I'm having my surgery on Tuesday. Quick insert on this video. I was trying to get the editing portion done before my foot surgery. Unfortunately, since I'm inserting this, you can see that didn't happen. I'm non-weight bearing, so I'm borrowing my husband's wheelchair for now. I do have a knee walker. It's over there, but I'm not strong enough yet to get on that. I just had surgery yesterday, and it was broken way worse than we thought it was. I'm gonna back out again. Apparently had a spiral and split fracture of the 5th metatarsal. So anyway, I have all these screws and stuff in here. So non-weight bearing until I see him on October 9th, and I'm hoping that by then he'll let me use a walking boot, surgical boot, which I already have. So anyway, guys, I tried to get this thing edited before this surgery happened, but unfortunately I was unsuccessful. So I will be back. So stay tuned. I'm going to put you right back in the video. Thanks. You know, I think I'm going to lay everything out on the table. And as I keep things, I'm going to put them back in this basket. I don't think I'm decluttering very much of anything here, so I think it's going to be more of a collection video rather than a declutter. This is the highlighters over here, this is bronzers, and this is blush. And these are just things that were accidentally left out when I did my decluttering. Okay, first thing, battery's dying again. This is horrible. First thing is, my daughter did decide that she's going to give this powdered blush a try. Honestly, it's like really beautiful. So that is, even though I saved it in my last declutter, this will be given to my daughter. So this will be decluttered. Okay, I do have 2 of this. And they're from L'Aqua. I'm not sure how to say the name. I'll put it down below. It's pinker than it looks. It's marketed as a blush, but it is kind of like a blush topper, almost like highlighting. So I really like this, and I have been using it. Whoa. This one has had my fingers all in it, but if my daughter wants one, I have one that's not really used yet, but I am keeping both of these because this is a wonderful product, and I'm now like really enamored with cream products, so these will both stay. Okay, now this is a cargo blush that's kind of very, very peachy. I already gave one to my daughter that I think is the same color as this. I'm going to keep this. It looks like this is in the color Los Cabos. It's really, really pretty, but I think I'm going to rescue it from this pan that it's in and put it into one of my magnetic palettes. This is Girl Power. Girl. It came in an Ipsy box, and it's got a bronzer, a highlighter, and blush, 2 blushes in it. And I do use this. I do really like it. The only complaint I have is it's very powdery. So you have to be very careful because you can end up with a face full of color that you don't want that much on. So it's hard to regulate. But I'm keeping that. And I'm keeping this. I got this recently. It's by, oops, I'm knocking stuff everywhere. Botanic Beauty. And it's a lip and cheek color. It's really, really pretty. I think, I've used it a couple times. You can hardly tell. I use mainly my cheeks, but probably never going to use this on my lips, I don't think, but I could certainly give it a try. So in the blush realm, I am keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and decluttering 1. It's extremely hard for me to part with bronzers, but I am going to part with a couple of these. First, I'm going to tell you the ones that I'm not going to get rid of. And I'll start first with this La Rizzi bronzer. I have been using this, the cream bronzer. It's been in my makeup basket, and I've been really enjoying it. I really like this, and I really have been enjoying cream products a lot more. The next thing is this little NARS Laguna. I think my daughter would probably enjoy this. It looks dark, but it doesn't actually go on real dark. But I am going to give her that. Okay. This I am going to throw away. I hate to throw away makeup, but I bought this a long time ago. And I gave it to my daughter, and she gave it back to me, and I could not resurrect it. It is not giving the color payoff that it used to, and it's just not doing well at all. This is just really old, and you can't get color when you rub across it. Even, if you rough up the surface, you still are getting nothing. So that is gonna go in the trash. Okay, next one is one that's new to me. This one my daughter and I both bought at the makeup outlet, and we both really love it. It's from Too Faced. It is the Sweetie Pie bronzer in, what color are you? Radiant Matte Bronzer. It says infused with peach and sweet fig cream. That means nothing to me. Let me just open that again. This did have a gold overspray, which was very easy to rub off. And the bronzer that's left behind is, in spite of the fact that there are little bits of pink in there, this top surface is a nice cool tone bronzer, and it's just perfect. And my daughter loves hers also. So anyway, I'll be keeping that. I'm not a fan of Too Faced, but I am a fan of this Sweetie Pie bronzer. Next thing I'm keeping is this NYX Mosaic bronzing powder. It's actually in my use up, and it's still performing really well. So I'm going to keep this and put it back in my use up for the year 2020. I'm not going to. I don't fare well in these use-ups. I can never quite use everything up. Okay, and I have 2 of this e.l.f. bronzer, which is a really nice light color. I'm going to give one to my daughter, and I'm going to keep one. Okay, and I have this Cargo bronzer. I think I want to play with this a little before I make any decision about it. I might give it to my daughter eventually, but it's like a nice, it has it's not showing on camera, but a slightly brick type of a coloring to it. So I think it might be a nice warm bronzer. I already have a couple of cool ones, so I'm going to keep that. So in front of us here, we have these 5 sticks, and I am keeping all of them. This set is from Smashbox. Let me see, let me try not to drop them. Okay, so I have a bronzer, I have a light bronzer, contour stick, a blush, and a highlighter, and I use these all the time. I love these, I absolutely love these, so I will be keeping those. And this is from Trestique, I think. Let me pop it open, let's see. Whoa. Yeah, it's like a highlighting stick, so I'm going to keep this. This is full size. I got it in some box. I don't remember which one, but you can see that it's a little lopsided because I have been using it. I do really like cream products way more right now than powdered products, where I went through a long phase of not liking them, but I do really like this Trestique highlighter. Okay, so I have a lot of highlighter. I know this is a problem for me. I am going to keep everything that's a cream. I thought, gosh, I wish I could hear myself think, but anyway, I thought that I would get rid of these because they're older, but I used them on my hand and they just made this beautiful glow. It's very hard to see in this light, but it really, really beautiful. So I'm going to keep them. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I'm going to keep them. This is from Starlux, and I got it a while ago, but it's still good. You know, everything is proportional to did you open it and start using it right away. It's just like the Laura Geller blushes that I had to toss out. They were used a lot, and so, you know, but things that are closed up and in a drawer tend to last a little bit longer. Not that you shouldn't use your cosmetics, because you should. So anyway, I really like this highlighter, so I'm going to hold on to that. I did not think this was going to be okay, but guess what? This Jelly Pong Pong highlighter it's a ridiculously large tube, which I'll never be able to use all of, but it's a gel, all over luminizing gel. So I'm going to read a little bit more about it. It did make a really pretty glow on my hand, so I am going to keep that. It doesn't have any kind of smell, and like I said, it's been in a drawer, hardly ever used. So I'm going to put this with other cream products in the front of my blush, bronzer, and highlighter drawer. Okay, and this is slightly dark. It's Tartist Pro Glow in the color Sparkler, but it spreads out onto your skin to become like a really pretty luminous color. So I'm going to keep that and play with that some more. I do have this non-cruelty free. It's Dandelion Shy Beam by Benefit. I just can't tell you how much I love this. I wish they were cruelty free, and unfortunately they're not, but this is a full size, and I've used it a couple times and I really love it, so I'm going to start trying to use this up. And I love this. I absolutely love it. Shy Beam is a varied, slight highlighter, like a barely there, like is she wearing highlighter or is she not wearing highlighter? So it's perfect. I love it. I have two more cream products. This came in a big giant surprise box that I got for signing up for a year of Allure Beauty Box, and it's just a beautiful color. Like you can see, it's a really beautiful champagne-y color, and I just want to play with that a little bit more before I make any decision about whether I want to keep it or not. And then finally, I have this La Rizzi. La Rizzi is a natural product, and it's also cruelty-free. It is a really pretty vanilla colored highlighter. It's, you know, just a little different from the other one that I have, the cargo stick. So I have been using this in my makeup basket, and I think I will hold on to this just because it's really awesome. Okay, so what is left is all powder products. I'm going to first deal with this Becca highlighter. Let me see if I can open this one with one hand. Both of these highlighters are in champagne pop. I am going to keep the little one and give the big one back to my daughter. So I'm going to declutter this one. And I will keep this little one. I have this Mary Luminizer, and quite frankly, I'm not wild about it. So I am going to declutter this and give it to my daughter. I think it'll look beautiful on her. As you can see, I have a lot of highlighters. I am a highlighter junkie. I'm keeping the cream highlighters, and I plan to use those up. And this little Becca, and then there is all of this. So anyway, I have this Smashbox. It's kind of more, it really belongs more with the bronzer type stuff, but it also is an illuminizer. So I have to play with this again more. It's been languishing in my drawer unused, and I'm going to have to start using it and see, how do I like it best? Do I like it best as a highlighter or bronzer or what? But it's a really nice product, and it is in the color Chic Copper. So I don't know if they still make this or not. I bought this at the beauty outlet a while ago. It still smells fine. It's been sitting in a drawer, airtight, so I'm going to be keeping this. I'm probably going to keep all Smashbox items from here until eternity. This is by a company called Luna, and it's a highlighter that's a rosy color. And let's see, it's in the color Electra. Now, you can't see it on camera, but it's like kind of pinkish. So, yeah, it's almost like it would be good on top of like a blush or something. But I already have something like that. So I'm gonna declutter this. It hurts me to say so, but I'm gonna declutter this one. The item that I have that's similar to that is this very rosy colored highlighter. It's much rosier than it's showing up on camera. It looks really nice over a regular blush. It's really, really beautiful. It is by, let me close this without dropping it, Vintage Cosmetics, and it's in the color Rose Gold, so I'm going to hold on to that. Another item from Vintage Cosmetics are these two highlighters. One is a cool toned highlighter and one is a warm toned highlighter, and I like them both, so I'm going to keep this. Okay, and this is a newer item that came in one of my boxes. It is, I had this in the past and I gave it away. I actually have two of these that I gave away in the past and now have back again. So anyway, this is in Rodeo Drive, and it did come in an Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. I'm going to hold on to that. I have not, although I threw the box away, I haven't really used it, so I need to give it a try. And this three-toned highlighter bronzer thing, I have to figure out other ways to use this. I know some people say you can use like the lighter color as an inner corner thing. You can use them as eyeshadow boosters or something. I'm not sure. I'm going to try using it a few different ways, like swirling my brush through the whole thing and see what kind of color I come out with, and also selectively trying others. Now this is a highlighter called Everglow, and it's a Ofra with Nikki tutorial. So this is really, really pretty. I've had it in the past and given it away, and so now I've had the opportunity to get it again. I didn't buy this, it came in a box, and I really do like this. Okay, you guys are gonna hate me for this, but I'm keeping all the rest of these things here. I have 3 Laura Geller highlighters. I have used all 3 of these. So anyway, this one is in Portofino. It's very similar to the Becca. We'll think about this. Wait a minute. Do I want to keep this? You know what? I think I'm going to declutter this one and offer it to my daughter. It's very similar to the Becca, but it's not the same, but it's still really pretty, and I think she might like this. I'm going to give this one to my daughter. Okay, so that leaves 2 Laura Geller blushes here that I'm going to keep. One is in French Vanilla. This one is actually my favorite. And this one is in Golden Rose. So I love both of these. This one is a little bit rosier, and this one is a little bit golden, and they're just beautiful. So I'm keeping both of those. Okay, now I have used this product, this Ofra highlighting bars thing, many times, and what I do is I take my brush and I stroke it over the whole thing, and it really makes a beautiful color. So I'm going to keep that. I'm going to play with it a lot more and see how I feel about it. Okay, and that leaves 3 more. I am going to keep all 3. This one is from Doucet, and this had eyeshadows in it. But in a beauty box, I got a set of a bigger thing that had this blush in it, that had this highlighter in it, and so I put all the shadows in the bigger one, and I put the highlighter in here, and I have not played with it at all, so I would like to play with it before I make a decision whether to keep or not, so that needs a little bit more love. I have this Cougar highlighting powder, and honest to God, it really looks nice. You know, and I'm liking powders and creams. I'm going to keep that. And this Ofra one has a slightly rosy. The Cougar is slightly golden, and the Ofra highlighting powder is a slightly rosy color. So I'm going to keep both of these. So yeah, I didn't do great. I only got rid of 3 highlighters. 4 actually, if you count Mary Luminizer, the little thing. But I am keeping these. So I am keeping, let's see, keeping 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, actually there are 2. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 highlighters. I must be crazy. So anyway, I'm keeping 18. I am decluttering 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items. 1 is a blush. 2 are bronzers. 3 are bronzers. And it looks like 3. Let's see, I have 3 highlighters, 4 highlighters, 3 bronzers, and a blush. Okay, now we got it straight. So I am decluttering 4 highlighters, 3 bronzers, and the blush that my daughter would like to try. So I told her she could just give it back to me if she decides she doesn't like it, because I will happily use it all up. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I know it's not as satisfying as watching a much bigger collection for some, and I know it's not as satisfying only seeing me get rid of 8 items and keeping so many more. But I gotta be what I gotta be. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. This has been Mary with Reviewer's Diary with a declutter here. I am gonna start a chopping block with my foundations. So that will be next, and I will use the chopping block method for that. use it and use a couple, decide whether I want to keep them or not. I can tell you I'll probably want to keep all of them, but, I will give everything a good try, and then I'll separate out things that I want to get rid of and things I want to keep. So anyway, that is it. And this, I kind of like this size collection for my highlighters. It's a little bit big, but I think it's going to work for me the best. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. This has been Mary with Reviewer's Diary. Please see the links below. I do have a GoFundMe for my husband's medical expenses. So anyway, thank you very much, and give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Thanks, and have a beautiful evening. Good night.